This is Canadian Observer, or Observer Canadian. I am Sydney. Today we are doing a comparison of flashlights and all the flashlights that we have, and you guys can figure out what's best for you. Gonna give you a little breakdown of each one. I have them set up from like kind of the ones that you can find in just the department stores to all along through ones that you would have to order and brightness levels. So to start off with, we have 4 from department stores. We have one from Bass Pro Shop that me and Dad got as a free gift, and it is actually fairly bright. I'm not sure quite how many lumens this is. We got it fairly long ago, but it's worked so far. I actually killed the batteries, the first round of batteries that we put into it because I used it so much because I liked it so much, and now these are new ones. So it does actually last, and it's pretty durable. For me taking it camping, it was phenomenal. The second one we have is just like a little headlamp. You can again buy in any department store. Fairly bright, has a couple settings, and a headlamp. This is what most people would have probably out at the cottage or at the trailer. The next one we have is one that you can just get from dollar store, really. We've gotten these from the dollar stores throughout the years, and they're again fairly bright. Dad keeps one in his work bag. And then we got the big ones for that most people's probably grandparents or parents have around the house for if the power goes out. And this one's fairly powerful. I've seen ones that are just yellow and that don't work very well. And again, I think Dad said they got it at like Canadian Tire. So all of them pretty affordable. All of them are probably under $10, if not. And it's also Victoria Day weekend here in Canada, or our May 2-4, so there's probably going to be some fireworks, because fireworks can go off 2 days before or 2 days after the date of our celebration. So let's see what happens. Our second one I would like to talk about, I guess second and third one I would like to talk about are these ones from Life Gear, which we received in a box of a 72-hour survival kit. One is 80 lumens, which if you don't know what lumens are, a lumen is the mile light can travel across a flat surface in land. So 80 lumens, which means you can see it from 80 miles away. For Canadians, I don't know what the conversion would be, even though I'm Canadian. Most people just have it in miles. And the other one they sent us is 300 lumens, so quite a difference there. The first one is the Nightwalker Glow Safety Light, and it actually has the light part on the top, a twist-off storage handle, and plus a safety flasher in the handle as well that flashes red for when there are emergencies. So, as you can see, it is fairly light. The camera's kind of messing with it a bit, but you can see it's a very bright light. The second one that we got in there is their Stormproof Searchlight. This would be more for the people who actually go camping in the rougher territories. This one also includes batteries, which usually on this channel we don't recommend you use anything with batteries. We like to see the rechargeable things or solar powered things, but at least they gave you the batteries. So this one has a beam of 500 feet, it says. It also has 4 light modes, high, low, a red flasher, and then at the bottom it also has a beacon light, which I've never seen on a flashlight before. So this one you can't test because obviously the batteries are not in it, but I'm going to say it's fairly bright. This one's only 80, this one's 300. You guys do the math. It's fairly different. So the next one we have is actually a lantern, just like the little one. This is a little bit bigger. Unfortunately, again, the batteries are not in it. But this one is 500 lumens, which that's a pretty dang bright light. This one is from Midland. You can order off their website, Amazon, anything like that. It's called their Red Lantern. We haven't tested it yet, obviously. Me and Dad wanted to keep it in the pack just to keep it nice. And then when we have the time or are ready to use it, then we will use it. It says durable steel handle, shatter resistant, yay. We have diffusing optic for uniform lighting, so it just means that it's going to be uniform all the way around and you can light however you want to light. Impact resistant and on-off high-low button, so it's nice that it gives you the opportunity to do a high function or a low function depending on where you are, so you can save battery life. And one of the bigger flashlights that I've seen, this is our 5th flashlight kind of comparison. This is by Coast. This is for the real serious people if you want a bright light. I've seen it, I've tested it, I've shined it in people's faces. It's bright. It takes up the whole camera lens, as you can see. The other ones had little lights over here. This one takes up the whole lens. This one is 710 lumens. Now I know what you're thinking, that's a lot for a light. It's heavy, it feels like you could probably break some glass with it. It's also waterproof, crush proof, and drop proof. So this is more or less the ultimate flashlight that you would put, in my opinion, in a 72-hour pack, something that you're going to keep at home or something that you're going to keep in the vehicle, because it has all those features that enables it to do everything around. So this one is a pretty cool one, and it also, you can focus the beam on it as well. You have a spot and a floodlight around it, and it shows you all the different ones. It also includes 4 AA batteries. Alright, now I would like to give a shout out to one of the very first people that ever sent me and my father stuff when we were first getting into this channel. They have been a great supporter. Honestly, the products that we have, it's been a couple months since we started, and these are still some of our best go-to products. So shout out to the brand Olight. They're fantastic, they're phenomenal, and they have some of the best flashlights that we ever seen. Now, we have 3 types of flashlights with us. We have what they call their H1R Nova, we have a S1R Baton, and we also have a H2A Nova. Now, all these lights, as you can see, I have little wires attached to them. Those are actually their charging ports, and they're magnetic. I'm not sure if you can hear that sound outside, but they're magnetic and they just clip on. They have a little USB at the end, which is nice. We charge it on our laptop or on our computer. Or on our solar charger. Then they also gave us these wonderful little headlamp attachments, and how they attach is just a little rubber kind of latch, and it just latches on, so it does no harm to your flashlight. You're not fiddling around trying to click it in or anything, and it keeps it pretty secure. And they're magnetic as well, though. That's what you could see with their bottom part. They also attach magnetically into it, so as you can see, I don't have the little strap on it, it's not going to fall off. And then you just put the strap on for some extra security. But back to the actual flashlight, and not all the cool things that it comes with. So these flashlights, although very little, you can see it fits in the palm of my hand. They're bright. As you can see, they're at the end of my table. They're the brightest ones we have. The biggest one is 2300 lumens. That's more than double what our lantern is. That's bright, guys. That is, maybe it's not at a full charge, but as you can see, it's pretty much as bright as the flashlight that I showed you, and that's not at a full charge. The smallest one that we have is about 600 lumens, so it's a little bit less than the bigger flashlight, but it fits in the palm of your hand, and with that many lumens, backpack it, carry it in a kit, you're fine. So all of these, they're a little bit more expensive for what you're going to pay for them, but they're well worth it. They've lasted us. They're almost like little tactical flashlights. They're phenomenal. And these, plus like a little lantern that you can buy just at a department store, like I said, that it's lasted us forever. Those are the things that I would recommend you guys keep. Something small but powerful, or something like the Coast flashlight that you can get for more of a 72-hour or house or car pack. So it's whatever you guys think. You can see it's getting a little dark here. We kind of had a couple delays filming, but all in all, what do you guys think? Tell us what was your favorite flashlight. Tell us what you would use your flashlight for. And tell us what brands that you guys like. Maybe we'll test them out. Alright, guys, you have a great night. This is Observer Canadian. I am Sydney. You know my dad, John. Have a good night.